Hello my YouTube friends and welcome back for a new video. In today's video I'm going to make an opalescent like marble painting with little mistakes, happy mistakes like Bob Ross say. To start off I'm going to use this piece of canvas that I have left here on my studio, and I'm going to tape it onto a little wood board. This will help that the canvas will not move and I have a pretty flat surface to work on. So I'm going to use some paints gray, black, white, yellow ochre and burnt umber. I've already made a little background, but honestly you can skip this part and just go directly here. So I'm going to use my palette knife, and some water and alcohol. This is just to have a smudge background with little cells and details, and I'm just going to make random like stain onto my canvas. I don't want it to be with to reflect too much on this and just go whatever my mind want my hands to go. Sorry. So I'm adding more paint with water and alcohol. Alcohol tend to dissolve the pigment and create those little cells that you see. And yeah, I'm making my highlights with some tissue and removing the paint, adding more alcohol and more water. This is the background now dry, and I'm going to go over with some more white and adding my highlights and using my trusty method with my wet brush and dragging the pigment. I like to do this to give like a kind of marble and stone texture to my painting. This is now time to add our opalescent highlights, and I've looked at many pictures on internet about opal and opalescent marbles, and I saw that you have those kind of color combination: the red, the purple, the teal, the green. You can go with many color to do that. You can go with a larger brush. I'm using my wet on wet technique. I don't know how it is called. This is just a technique I use, and I discovered this by using my acrylics. I want to have some beautiful smudged highlights. So I wet down my canvas, I brush, and then with a dry brush, you see here, I try to blend as much as I can to get like a really blurry highlights. And this is what it does when you mix all of these colors. I should have had some more blue, but I will add this color later. Now with my Posca pen, I like to use this jumbo size Posca and try to recreate those highlights and try to follow the little design I've made earlier, the little mistakes, and I try to enhance the highlights and create some more details. I'm just using a dry tiny brush to blend the Posca and make it more natural, more organic looking. I'm also going to create some shadows. This is the same technique as I did with the white, but this time I mixed some burnt umber with black, and then I will glaze some more color. Obviously you really need to wait between steps. I've cut down the video, but I wait 30 minutes until every coat of paint is dry. and you can also use a heat gun if you want to have a quicker dry surface. Now it is time to add the gold leaf size. This is the one from PBO. It is the liquid gold leaf glue. And then you add it, you wait like 20-30 minutes until it's completely dry, and it will stay tacky only where you apply the glue, and then you can apply your gold leaf on top of that. I'm using my fingers. I'm using also the little paper that comes with the gold to help myself place the gold. I did cut the leaves with some scissors so I don't waste too much of the leaves. You can then press it with a soft brush and then remove any excess gold. It's something that I often do. When I add my gold, I decide to go over the painting again with some more details and add also some more colors. So now I'm adding more lines with my Posca pen. I try to follow the little ink, the acrylic stain that I made earlier. I told you I wanted to add blue, so I'm going to add a teal color. I'm just glazing the color. I've mixed some water into it. I'm not using the paint directly. This is something that I often do. I mixed lots of water into my paint so I can blend it easily. Even though it is a little bit transparent, I can still go on top of it when it's dry and do another layer if I want my color to be more more present, more saturated. And I think we are almost done. I'm going to glaze some more blue, add little shadows with my black Posca pen and a little dry brush. I try to smudge the color and drag the pigment to get those kind of shadows. It adds more contrast to the piece. I thought it was a little bit too flat for me. And using my large Posca to add little white dots. It is now time to finish the piece. I will sand it before I'm adding the varnish. I've decided to mount it on a wood frame to stretch the canvas and the sides, and I like to fold the canvas and not cut it without cutting it. And with my staple gun, I'm going to stretch everything, removing the extra dust before applying my varnish. I like to use those little precision knife. And I'm going to use the Liquitex high gloss varnish on top of that. It will protect the gold and make the color pop even more, and yeah, make everything seamless and really shiny. I want to thank all of my patrons here who support my art and support my channel. If you want to see the full video, it's now up on my Patreon page. You will get the 1 hour commented video. Here is the finished piece. I've framed it with a floating frame. I hope you've liked this video. I wish you all a great day and see you for another one. Bye. Bye guys.